Hey guys, welcome back to a new Battlefield 6 video, and today we got some new content because we got phase 3 or the third content drop of season 2, and this is basically the last content drop that we can expect to see in this season. And I thought we're gonna check out what we got and if it is worth playing or not. And what we got today is, first of all, a new game mode. That one is called Operations, and when you played Battlefield 1, you will know it already. And this operation is called Operation Augur, and this was inspired by the operations in previous Battlefield titles. And what it basically is, if you have not played Operations before, is that it is breakthrough but across several maps. So in this case of Operation Augur, we play through Contaminated and Hagenthal base. So we start at Contaminated and then hopefully get to a Hagenthal base. So we progress as attackers, we progress from sector to sector, and as defenders, well, we try to prevent this. What is different here though, in comparison to Breakthrough, is that you are not able to respawn on controlled objectives. So if a sector has objective A and B and you hold B, you cannot spawn on this objective. You have to spawn on your squad mates, on vehicles, or on the spawn beacon. And just like the operations in Battlefield 1, in Operation Augur, attackers have 3 battalions, so this is also different to Breakthrough, and this means that when one battalion is depleted, you still have 2 more battalions left where you can try again. But once all 3 battalions are used up, then you have lost as an attacker. But if you manage to make your way through all of the sectors and you still have, well, at least a few tickets left, even if it is on your last battalion, then you have won as an attacker. And what's also new compared to Breakthrough is that when you lose a battalion and you have to start on your second or third battalion, then with this reinforcement you will also receive additional vehicles. So this is Operation Augur right here. What we got as well alongside of this are new challenges, a new bonus path for the battle pass, of course, and we also got a new vehicle and actually, well, technically also a new weapon. We're gonna check it out in a second. I'm gonna check out the new challenges. It's Hunter Prey, that's what this content drop is called, and here you can find additional challenges focused on normal multiplayer matches or on Operation Augur directly, but here you also have a lot of do this or this challenges. So complete matches in Operations or complete matches in Battle Royale or Gauntlet. Really depends on what kind of version of the game you have and what you prefer to play. And in the challenges, this has nothing to do with Hunter and Prey, but what we got as well is that under seasons in the hardware challenges, you can now unlock the CZ3A1 and also the VZ61. So to unlock this one, you have to deal damage with gadgets and kills or assists with LMGs. And once you've done this, you can then start to unlock the SMG by dealing damage with secondary weapons and earn score in any mode. So if you are like me and you completely ignored the bonus path during this Nightfall event and you don't have the SMG unlocked, now you can do this. So you don't have to wait until the start of season 3 before you can finally unlock this weapon. Now, talking about the bonus path, we also got a new bonus path this time around, of course. So again, just alongside of the normal battle pass, you have this bonus path with 11 more tiers to unlock. Some of them are free, like this skin, and for some of them you need the premium battle pass. And what you get here in the last tier is this new melee weapon. This is the Ripper 14. So this is the new weapon, quote unquote new weapon that you can unlock. And yeah, this is the whole bonus path right here. Will be available for 14 days, just like the event in general. Now, what we got as well is, well, technically a new vehicle, but then again not, because we got the LTV, and that's this one right here where it says ATP, and this is basically the NATO version of the Marauder. So this one right here we got, I think, in, I'm not quite sure, season 1, I think, if I remember correctly. And now if you switch to the NATO, they have their own faction vehicle for this category of vehicles. So before we had the Marauder on both sides, and now we have a different vehicle for each faction. So it's not exactly a new vehicle, it's kind of new, but then again not. And then we also got some interesting, well, tweaks or changes that came in with the update that I just want to point out a few things that I think are really important. So first of all, they did something in the weapon progression, and this means that now to progress your weapon mastery, not only kills and assists count, but it also counts when you simply use the weapon. And this is also the case for vehicles. So when you use your primary weapon, you have it equipped or you have it in your inventory, when you revive someone or when you capture an objective, then the XP that you earn with this action will also count towards your weapon mastery now. Or in a vehicle, also when you capture an objective, for example, and you're not doing kills or assists, but you only get this capture XP, then this capture XP will also count towards your vehicle mastery. So this is supposed to make vehicle and weapon masteries a lot faster than before. You also still get XP, of course, for kills and assists, just like it was before. This new XP for just doing these actions or these additional actions that was just added. And what was changed as well is the way the defibrillator works. So now when you try to revive someone, you have 3 charges. So you can see that in the bottom right, where you can see the symbol of your defibrillator. And that means that you can quickly zap someone 3 times, and then it says no ammo, and you have to wait until your charges recover. And what they also added in the middle of the screen is an indicator that shows how far your defibrillator is charged up. What it actually means is that you can still zap someone, but that still requires a little bit of time now, so you cannot instantly zap someone anymore. But what you can also do is to just load it up, and that would be a 100 revive. So if it's fully loaded up, then you revive someone to 100%, and if you just quickly zap them, it's 50%. But if it's somewhere in between, then you also revive them with a health that is somewhere in between 50 and 100%. But this also applies to the damage that you deal with a defibrillator. So when you fully load it up, then it does 100 damage, so you can again kill someone with one, well, hit of a defibrillator if it is fully charged. And they also wrote that they have improved the hit rate a bit more and the feedback that you get when you are being shot. So let's see how this is now. Okay, so that's how long a revive takes now, if you just zap someone. Okay, that's a full revive. Full revives also take longer now. They went from 0.65 seconds to 1 full second. Hit rate indeed seems to be better though. Also the feedback for when you get hit. It feels a little bit better. But I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of the defibrillator change, because it has never been a problem in Battlefield that people were reviving too much. It's quite the opposite actually, and now I feel like I'm actually dying more while reviving because it takes more time to do. But circling back to that initial question, is it worth checking out? Well, we didn't get a new weapon, technically. We also didn't get a new vehicle. We just got a bonus path, a few challenges, and a mode that, well, in my opinion, builds up on a lackluster mode that we already had. So if you love Breakthrough, if you like to play this in Battlefield 6, then Operations will definitely be something you enjoy as well. So if this is the case, be sure to check it out. If you don't like Operation, if this is not your kind of mode and you don't feel it in Battlefield 6, I don't think you will really be happy with Operations. And if you've already left, then, well, there's no really a reason to come back right now. With the start of Season 3 for sure, but right now, not really. I don't want to sell this to you as the best thing that ever happened to Battlefield 6. That's not the case. The hit rate is a little bit better. I'm not really a fan of the changes to the defibrillator because it feels like you get revived less often, and as a medic you die a lot more while going for a revive. And the operations mode, simply because Breakthrough is not that great in Battlefield 6 to begin with, the operations mode, in my opinion, is not great as well. So check it out and see if you like it or not. And yeah, that was it for today. If you enjoyed this video right here, and you want to stay tuned for more videos like this, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. I'm the Catwoman and you are awesome.